Hey, it's Emily and this is going to be my June TBR game video. Actually, I need to get the game. So as most of you will know, I play my TBR game every month, Serpents and Stairways, like Stakes and Ladders, do 5 rolls and it gives me the prompt that I will be reading that month. So yeah, as I said, 5 rolls. I have quite a big TBR, I'm not going to lie to you. There's quite a few books that I wanted to read, however I don't think I'm actually going to get around to them. I reserved loads of books on BorrowBooks and they all kind of have come in early. Same with like Libby, and then I had this themed vlog that I wanted to do in the start of the month. That means reading 6 books in like 2 weeks, which is doable because they're all like younger YA, but still the first week of the month I'm away with work in Birmingham for 4 days, so that kind of takes out 4 days. Anyway, let's just jump into the rolls and I'll explain all the extra books at the end. So as you just saw, roll number 1 gave me flip a coin, and for that I'm going to be flipping a coin to decide between 2 books. Oh god, Agatha Christie Midsummer Murders, which stunning cover. I will be reading this. This is one of the ones on BorrowBooks that have come in. Well, it's due to come in on the 2nd of June, so I definitely want to read this and I just want to read it anyway. It's been sat on my shelves a while and I just want to get to it. And the other one is 16 Souls, which is a book that I want to read for this themed reading vlog at the start of the month. So I want to post that on Friday the 16th, but we'll see if that will happen. But the font is huge and we'll see, let's see. So let's find a coin to flip. So as usual, we've come to my trusty 50p pot. God no, this one I used to collect different 50p's like the Olympic ones. And so we've picked up volleyball. So because this one has a face on, we'll do 16 Souls as heads, and then tails we'll do Midsummer Mysteries. So I'm not very good at flipping coins, but let's see. Oh, that was a decent one to be fair. It's heads. So 16 Souls is an official TBR game book. But I'll still be reading this anyway. I still will be. But yeah, 16 Souls, first book on the TBR. Then let's move on to roll number 2. Roll number 2 gave me representation, and for that I've decided to pick another book for my themed reading vlog, and that is Why Is Nobody Laughing? So this book definitely has a heavy representation of mental health, especially in teenage boys, and it's nice and short, and so hopefully this shouldn't take me too long to pick up and read, but I definitely want to read them at the start of the month. I probably should actually have explained what these books are about. So Chaos 16 Souls, I believe, is this boy is kind of hunting, I was gonna say aliens, not aliens, ghosts, ghouls, souls across York. And then for this one, but I think this is very much about anxiety, and I think it's to do with a boy in secondary school and he just loves comedy but he can't tell a joke without having a panic attack. That's pretty much it for this one, and I definitely look forward to picking this up. The author wrote The Things We Never Said, is that what the book's called? All the Things We Never Said, and This Is My Truth. So you definitely want to pick this up this month. On to roll number 3. And so roll number 3 gave me new author, and for that I've decided to pick Bridget Jones' Diary. This is another audio book that I reserved on BorrowBooks and has come in this month, and I feel like this is a book that hasn't really aged well. I don't really know, but I haven't ever read it, and I bought the like duology, like the first 2, in a charity shop for like £1, and it was still in like the wrapping, like the 2 books, and it's got Hugh Grant on the front, Colin Firth. Can't go wrong with the book cover looking like that, but I mean, you can. It also does have a health warning on the front. I don't know if this is, I assume this is serious, where it says health warning, adopting Bridget's lifestyle could seriously damage your health. I used to love the movies. I haven't watched them in a while, but as a teenager I watched them, and like I said, Hugh Grant. This is like Hugh Grant time that was just... So if you don't know what Bridget Jones is about, this is just about a woman kind of going through her life, her like romantic was gonna say struggles, but yeah, I've got the audiobook coming and so I'm just gonna put this in the background. It's gonna be an easy read, but it has got nice movie pictures. Hugh Grant there, Colin Firth. It's a new author to me. I haven't read from Helen Fielding before. And now on to roll number 4. So roll number 4 gave me most recent, and because I've been on a book buying ban, I have recently taken out 3 books from the library, and as you have seen, 2 of them have popped up so far. But this is another one for my themed reading vlog, and that is The Lighthouse by Alex Bell. And Alex Bell is the author that wrote Frozen Charlotte, Charlotte Says. So she's like YA horror kind of vibe. So let's just read what's on the back. From the second they set foot on the island to join their dad and his new family, Jess and Rosie feel that something's wrong. Nightmares haunt their dreams, and there seems to be someone or something with them in the lighthouse, their home for the summer. Counting down the days until they can leave, Jess and Rosie decide to investigate, but when Rosie disappears, the countdown takes on a new meaning, especially when no one but Jess remembers Rosie at all. So I am intrigued by this. Another one where the font's quite big and I can probably blast through this very quickly, hopefully. We'll see. I'm just looking forward to reading it. Yeah, I just like horror at the minute, and if this is a horror, then yeah, it does say warning, not for younger readers, so we shall see. But I'll be picking up The Lighthouse this month. And now finally on to roll number 5. So as you just saw, roll number 5 gave me Henry pick, and so Henry yesterday came in my room and helped me pick a book from my TBR. I gave him free rein, and I'll play the clip here where he picked it.
Behind you, I'm taller than you.
You're just taller than me anyway. So Henry's here to pick my book because I got Henry's pick on the TBR game. So I'm going to give you free rein of my entire TBR.
Okay.
So at the end of the rainbow, not that you can tell, from here. Yeah. All the way, any of these, any of these, any of these, and then any of that shelf as well.
All my life, right.
So they are organised by genre, if you wanted to focus in on a genre.
Is there a genre you want, or?
I'm not particularly fussed, but it starts with contemporary romance, then it goes horror, and then it goes thriller mystery, and then ends with fantasy, sci-fi.
Okay, so it can be anything I like?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think I've seen a book for about 5 years, so probably didn't. No. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm looking for here, so I'm going to go based off colour. Go on, what you say?
No, I was just going to say, you do have the entirety of that one as well, though.
Ooh,
you can take out options if you want, and then...
Let's have a look. Everyday David Levithan.
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 That's what I say.
This looks quite good. Is it not? How many pages? Oof, that's a lot of pages.
Is it? How many?
369.
It's not that many.
Not that many. I don't think I've read a book 369 pages in my life.
Okay.
Oh, mate, actually, I've read the Stormbreaker ones, but right, I'll go with this then.
This is your final pick?
This is my pick.
Every day. Do you know what it's about?
Someone who wakes up in a different body every day, apparently to the blurb. There's never any warning about who it will be, but A is used to that. Is the person called A? Oh, well, it looks interesting, and I like the colour.
That's just what it went off, didn't you?
And the blurb is actually the cover is actually quite good. Blurb's good as well. Going with that. There we go.
Back to Future Emily. So yes, as you just saw, Henry picked Every Day by David Levithan. I've never read anything from him before. However, I think, have I seen the movie? Maybe I've seen it advertised. Maybe, I don't know. Either way, I wanted to, maybe, I don't know. So this follows a character, A. They wake up in a different body every day, and then I think they make friends with this one guy in school. This is completely just me trying to remember what I've seen either from the movie or from the trailer or something. And this guy then tries to find A every day, but they wake up in a different body. Okay, no, I've completely got that wrong. It's not the meter guy. I'll just read the back because that's probably going to be easier. Each morning, A wakes up in a different body. There's never any warning about who it would be, but A is used to that. Never get too attached. Avoid being noticed. Do not interfere. And that's fine until A wakes up in the body of Justin and meets Justin's girlfriend, Rhiannon. From that moment, the rules by which A has been living no longer apply because finally A has found someone he wants to be with. every day. So I wasn't too far off. Yeah, I am intrigued. I didn't actually realise that there's sort of like a sequel to this, Another Day. That's interesting. But I've had this on my TBR for the longest time. I can't even remember when I bought this, like it was a long time ago. So I'm glad this finally gets off my TBR. And it does say Every Day is a Wonder by Patrick Ness on the front, and we all know Patrick Ness is one of my favourite authors ever. So, but that's it, that's the book I picked. And it was nice because Henry literally came back from university yesterday and I was like, Henry, I'm gonna grab you before you can unpack or anything. So yeah. So now on to the kind of extra books that I would like to read for June. So my book club pick for June is God Killer. I can't remember the author's name, but the audiobook is on Scribd and that's how I'm going to consume it. I'm not a fantasy reader at all, in case you couldn't tell, but it was my friend's turn to pick and she picked God Killer, so that's the book for June. June is also my birthday month, so I might be acquiring a few more books this month. We shall see. Also for my themed vlog there are 2 other books that I haven't mentioned. I think 2 others. No, there's 3 others. There's The Butterfly Assassin, which is on Scribd, so I'm going to listen to it there. Then there is Benjamin Dean's The King is Dead, which I'm going to read on Scribd as well. I also have The Ark on NetGalley that I was meant to read a long time ago but never did, so that's also that vlog. And then the last one for that vlog is The Stranded, which is about a cruise ship, which might be dystopian. So if I can get my hands on a copy of that, because I couldn't find it at the library at all, my local library or my Surrey library, because I'm registered in 2 counties, neither of them had it, so I couldn't find that. And then also for dystopian, I will be participating in a dystopian readathon that starts today, that I'm filming this on I think it's actually the 29th today. And for that I want to pick up The Repossession by Sam Hawksmoor, which is honestly, it's such a gross copy. It's grim. It's honestly horrendous, but it's one of my favourite books. I've got it signed for me and it's lovely and floppy. But yeah, I keep meaning to reread this. I didn't actually realise when I took it off my shelf just then like how grim it is, but I did spill my drink on it. But yes, I did read it when I was 12 for the first time and then it's just stuck with me, so I definitely want to pick up this. And if I have time for the readathon at the start of the week, start of the month, sorry, I will read The Repossession, which is the sequel to the, not The Repossession, The Hunting, which is a sequel to this. It's a little duology. The font's huge, there's like not many words on each page, so I'm sure I can get through this. I just need to actually sit down and do it. It's honestly such a battered copy, but my heart is with this book. And yeah, it has stickers on from when I read it for the ABAs in 2013. It's just a little throwback read, this one, really. And I believe that is it on my official TBR that I want to read or need to read. The only disappointing thing about that is that that's what, 1, 2, 3 books off my TBR out of that entire list. So it's not ideal, but we move. So at least I'm making some progress. However, I think I'm going to mood read more in July. I'm going to cut down my reading. Oh, and they haven't even released the Read Christie book for June either, so part of me really hopes it's Midsummer Mysteries, but we'll see. Oh, literally as I said that, Agatha Christie has, well, the account has tweeted, so if it is that works perfectly for my game. Let's hold up the books on my TBR. She says struggling massively to stack them. Those are the books that the TBR game gave me in literally no particular order. And then add on that one, and then God Killer, The Stranded, The Butterfly Assassin, what's the other one? The King is Dead. So that's all of the books. I'm going to struggle this month, especially how I'm actually busy a lot of the weekends. I'm going to see Muse one weekend. I'm going back to a uni social, like meetup. It's my birthday weekend, so I've got like friends down for a barbecue. So I'm in Birmingham for 4 days. So yeah, it's not looking promising. Hopefully they don't take too long. And I do have 5 Audible credits to use. And I don't know what I'll use them for yet. So if need be, I can reach out and use those. Reach out. Anyway, that's it for my TBR video. I just finished editing the video and I remembered I also got to read The Kiss Quotient this month for Chloe's like read along for it. That's another one on my TBR that I fully forgot about. So I'll definitely have to get the audiobook for this, but at least I can read it across the whole month. I can maybe dip into it I literally just finished editing and started exporting the video and was like, oh my god, how did I forget the kiss quotient? So just jumping in again to say I'll also be reading this. So thank you very much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you're new around here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video. Bye.